transcription of DNA into mRNA precursors. Now, what are precursors? When we use word precursors, anyone of you can elaborate?
The
Don't get carried
one
with the recorded thing. Yeah, Harshada?
one which depends on, like, one chemical component depending on the other for their formation or something like that.
Yeah, something like that means they are प्री-फॉर्म. जैसे हमारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम में होता है, फाइनल जो एजुकेशन है उससे पहले होता है प्री प्री नर्सरी, नर्सरी से पहले वाला. सो प्रीकर्सर्स आर द कंपाउंड्स which will ultimately give to the desired product what we want, but they are not having the same functions. So when we say mRNA precursors, the compound or the molecule which will finally give rise to the mRNA, the functional mRNAs, but they themselves are not those functional mRNAs. Something is remaining to be done with those precursors. प्रीकर्सर ऐसे बहुत कॉमन सेंस में बोलेंगे तो राइस, कुकड राइस, उसका प्रीकर्सर फॉर्म है रॉ राइस. सेम ही चीज है बट द फंक्शन ऑफ बोथ डिफर्स. पका हुआ भात जो है, राइस जो है, दैट इज योर मेच्योर्ड एमआरएनए. वो उसी राइस से बना है, कुछ और नहीं, बट ओनली फ्यू थिंग्स टू बी डन. Then it gets converted into a matured functional form. So that is precursor. So the first actual transcription what takes place that doesn't give rise to the mature RNAs, whether it is mRNA, rRNA or tRNA. It gives it in the form of a precursor which will be converted into the different types of RNAs. Clear? सो सेकेंड स्टेप्स कम्स द प्रोसेसिंग, मतलब चावल को पकाना, कुकर में चढ़ा के पकाना. उसी तरीके से आरएनए दे विल गो अंडर एक्सटेंसिव प्रोसेसिंग टू गिव द फाइनल प्रोडक्ट्स. सो मोस्ट ऑफ दीज प्रोसेसिंग दे आर इंट्रान्यूक्लियर in the sense maximum time these processing are occurring in the nucleus itself before RNA are transported to cytoplasm. Clear? Now, when I say maximum of the time, that includes there could be some processing which may happen even in the cytoplasm. Okay, not with all, but at times it may happen. So, maximum of these things are done like किचन में हमने राइस पकाया, दैट इज आवर न्यूक्लियस वेयर वी कुक आवर राइस एंड देन फाइनली वी गो एंड ईट समवेयर एल्स. खाने के लिए हम लोग सपोज हॉल में आते हैं या डाइनिंग टेबल पे जाते हैं, है ना. तो सारी प्रोसेसिंग न्यूक्लियस में होगी एंड देन दे विल बी फाइनली ट्रांसपोर्टेड. सो थर्ड एंड इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप in this is transportation of these mRNAs. Now I have used the term mRNA because we are dealing with the processing of mRNAs. Otherwise, all the RNAs, maximum of the RNAs, they will be transported to the cytoplasm. And these mRNAs will finally go associate themselves with the ribosomes for the protein translation. Clear these three distinct steps in our processing?
Ma'am, can you please repeat the last point? I had left the meeting. Some network issue was there. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no issues. So the last point, after the processing, when everything has been ready, done, these needs to be transported out into the cytoplasm where exactly they will do their function. That is association with ribosomes for the translation, and subsequently the proteins will be uh, produced, kept ready. So this is related to mRNA because I am going to talk about the primary transcript related to mRNA. Okay. There is processing occurring even for rRNA and tRNA also. Okay, so these are the three important steps which individually are divided into individual chapters, or you may say units. Like transcription you are learning in one chapter, then processing you are learning, and actual association and translation with the ribosomes will be learned in the different chapters. These are so complex steps. So when we say there is requirement of processing and the precursors are formed, so there is a collective term that is known as the heterogeneous nuclear RNA, or in short we write HNRNAs. Many a times these term comes into picture. Now what are these? As the name itself suggests, they are nuclear RNA. Now this is a term HNRNA which is collectively called for the unprocessed RNA molecules which are present in nucleus. Now, why the term nuclear RNA has come here? So, you all should remember that these RNAs without processing are never let off into the cytoplasm. Either they are broken down, or they are cut short, or there is some modification. But without that processing, you will never find these type of RNAs in a person's cytoplasm. So, the term nuclear, these RNA are located in the nucleus and heterogeneous. The term heterogeneous have come, you all must be knowing, means very varied in nature. It will have a combination with proteins also. It is actually an RNA. Its length may vary, shorter, longer, like that. Its secondary structure may vary. So they are very heterogeneous in nature. So that's why heterogeneous nuclear RNAs. It is largely comprised of pre-mRNA molecule that require extensive processing to become mature mRNA molecules. Now here also it says largely, means maximum of the molecules will give rise to the mRNA, but not all. Getting it? So even small words have some implications. So not all heterogeneous RNA will become an mature RNA and will be transported to cytoplasm. So although all H and RNA they serve as precursors, they all will not be going to the cytoplasm. Now you'll say why like that? Because there are certain RNAs which have their role to play in the nucleus itself. When we go to the processing part, we'll get to know that there are certain terms like ribozymes, riboswitches, and some RNAs which have their role to be played in the nucleus itself. So that's why majority of them, they become cytoplasmic mRNAs after processing. Is that clear? Now, if it is asked, explain the term or give a notes, what do you mean by heterogeneous nuclear RNA? So, you will have to explain each and every line in detail. Like it's a collective term that you will explain why it is collective, because there are so many different kinds of RNAs and this all are termed into this. Then you will say that these could be heterogeneous in nature. They are associated with proteins. They are varied in structure. They are varied in size. These all terms will be, you all should understand the meaning. The name itself is very much pretty clear what these RNA are. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So am I making sense what I am telling you all?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
is term? Okay, good, very good. So let us move further. Then comes a primary transcript. Then we'll say primary transcript भी precursor है, heterogeneous RNAs भी precursor हैं. Why there is confusion? So when I said in heterogeneous nuclear RNA that largely all will be converted into mRNA, so those parts are called as primary transcripts. Okay, those who do not give matured mRNAs are only a part of heterogeneous nuclear RNA. Am I making sense? हेट्रोजीनस में से एक पार्ट है जो एमआरएनए देगा फाइनली, मेच्योर एमआरएनए. सिर्फ उन्हीं पार्ट को हम प्राइमरी ट्रांसक्रिप्ट बोलते हैं. सो दैट मीन्स द फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट विच इज ट्रांसक्राइब्ड फ्रॉम द डीएनए एज अ प्रीकर्सर एमआरएनए or pre-mRNA, that only will be called as the primary transcript.
Yes, ma'am.
अंडरस्टूड. हेट्रोजीनस में सब आ गए, जो एमआरएनए होंगे, जो एमआरएनए नहीं होंगे, उसमें से हमने सेपरेट आउट किया प्राइमरी ट्रांसक्रिप्ट, वो सारे जो एमआरएनए फाइनली में बनेंगे. नाउ इज दैट क्लियर? नाउ इफ यू आर टोल्ड टू describe primary transcript, you can start with heterogeneous nucleic RNAs, that particular thing. Okay, so
Yes,
they will
ma'am.
finally give rise to the mature mRNAs. Mature mRNA को not always we say mature mRNA, है ना? We use the term mRNA and it is understood कि जो सारा प्रोसेसिंग होने के बाद जो फाइनल प्रोडक्ट मिला हमको, only that is called as the mRNA. Getting it? So now let us see what exactly or how exactly this transformation or how exactly the primary transcript looks from DNA to RNA. Okay, so first it is getting converted from a gene which will be present in a double helix DNA. It will have so many components: a promoter, a site where the transcription will start, exon, intron, and the end point. This is your DNA. After the transcription, this DNA will give rise to primary transcripts. Now here we don't say the word heterogeneous RNA, है ना? Because that is a collective term differently used. After the transcription for mRNA, what we get is a primary transcript. So primary transcript also have some of the parts, and individually part have their own functions. Is it visible on screen? आप लोग को स्क्रीन में क्लियर दिख रहा है क्या मार्किंग्स?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's readable ना, आप लोग पढ़ सकते हो. Okay. So now let us. Okay, thank you. Now let us see what all these terms are and what all they signify. ये सारे terms क्या signify करते हैं? So here we can say we are starting with the 5' and 3', that is 5' and 3' ends of primary transcript. There is the first part of the primary transcript called as the 5' UTR. आप लोगों ने सुना भी होगा, पढ़ा भी होगा. You all must be knowing also some of the terminologies in this. So now what is this 5 UTR? We'll look into it. What exactly properties it have? So 5' UTR, this is the region of RNA, rather mRNA, at the 5' end. So its location is fixed, which does not get translated into a protein. Now जितने भी न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट होते हैं वो प्रोटीन कोड नहीं करते हैं. They will not be getting converted into any of the amino acids. This is the most important part. Okay, so that's why it is called as the never coated region. Sorry, I think I moved somewhere else. This is the never coded region. It will never code for any of the amino acids. The word never means कभी भी नहीं, है ना. In any of the reason, it never gets coded. What else it has? It has a signal for 5 capping. 5 capping is a processing specifically occurring with the mRNA molecules. So it will have the signal or the site to indicate that this particular RNA should be put on with the cap. Understanding this term, you all must be very aware of what is a site, what is a signal. This is nothing but a nucleotides with specific uh, nucleotide sequences, that is signal. So it will have that signal for the 5 cap. The UTR 5 prime UTR is approximately 50 nucleotide long length. It is denoting the length of the UTR. Approximately मतलब थोड़े कम भी हो सकते हैं किसी mRNA में, किसी में थोड़े ज्यादा भी हो सकते हैं. When I say थोड़े ज्यादा, it ranges between 50 to 100 approximately, not more than that. It also has a ribosomal binding site. What is a ribosomal binding site? You all must be aware of. What is that? Can anyone tell me?
Ribosome can come and like when mRNAs goes to the cytoplasm, ribosomes get attached at this side.
Very correct. Very correct. So the term means the site where the ribosomal assembly will take place once this become a mature mRNA. So that site is present in the 5 prime UTR. It is called as the 5 prime untranslated region, and the short for that is 5 prime UTR. This much is clear, pretty clear. There are few
Yes.
things, important things which are present in this region. So it has its own importance. Though it is not giving rise to the proteins or the amino acid, it is very much important as respect to the stability of mRNA, because it is the site of 5 capping. And if this region has some problem, it will also have some problem with the translation, because ribosomal binding site is present over here. Okay, so this much is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
So now again, let's go back to our slide where we can see the next important part of the primary transcript, the end which is at the 3 prime region or with the opposite end. So that region synonyms with the 5 prime UTR is called as the 3 prime UTR. Now let's have a look at this, what exactly this is. So again, this is a region at the 3 prime end or the hydroxyl end of the RNA, and which does not get translated into protein. This also will never get give rise to any amino acids sequences. It will have its own importance. So that is, it is variable in size. Now here the size you can see is pretty variable. मतलब 100 to 600 approximately nucleotides could be present in different. One of the examples I have given over here, that is oval albumin, which mRNA which have approximately 600 nucleotides long 3 prime UTR. So if we see at 600 nucleotides, it's a huge number. बहुत सारे mRNAs ऐसे होते हैं जिनकी एक्चुअल लेंथ 600 से कम होती है. वन ऑफ द एग्जांपल्स कुड बी योर इंसुलिन. सो बहुत ही वेरिएबल साइज है, छोटे से बड़ा, एनीथिंग इट कुड बी डिपेंडिंग ऑन द mRNA where it is present. Okay, so now this site has a signal for 3 polyadenylation. That is, 3' polyadenation causes addition of a poly A tail. Poly A means polymer, multiple units of adenine. At the end of the RNA molecules, multiple units of adenines is been added. We call it as poly A tail. This is one of the processing of RNA. And the conserved sequence for the polyadenylation is AAUAA. So now here U may sometimes be replaced with adenine also, but in most of the cases, this is the conserved sequence present for the addition of poly A tail. Am I making myself clear? These are very simple things, 2-3 points, very important points, which you all should remember about this region. So this is called as 3' UTR or untranslated region. Pretty clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. If you have any doubt or if you wish to clarify something, you can definitely anytime ask me. So now let us go back to our slide and see what else is there in our. Now we can see there are number of compartments, broken compartments called as exons. I have labeled them 1, 2, 3, 4 corresponding to the 1, 2, 3, 4 of the DNA. They are transcribed like that only. Now this number is not fixed. Let us see what exactly these exons mean. So an exon is the portion of a gene that codes for amino acids. Now this is the most important function of exon. If anyone asks you what is the function, it does nothing but it codes for the amino acids, जो कि major work है mRNA का. So we may say this is the core of your mRNA, which will ultimately give rise to your amino acids and subsequently the protein which is required. Now they have a peculiar structure. They are many times in the form of pieces interspersed with the non-coding region called as the introns. Now when we say many times, in eukaryotes, you will maximum of the time find some of the introns added to your RNA molecule, जो कि prokaryotes में नहीं होता है. Exons means the coding region is a continuous line of nucleotides in prokaryotes. In eukaryotes, maximum of time you will find at least 1 or 2 introns interspersed in between. That is for the regulation and to enhance the expressivity. So this is their characteristics. In a single primary transcript, number of exons could be present. Like the one we have seen in our case, it is showing 4 of the exons. So ऐसे बहुत सारे exons could be present, ranging from 2, 4, 6 to 20, 60. The number could vary depending on the kind of transcript we are working on. Is that clear? So now only one thing is remaining in our primary transcript. That is, you can see introns. Number of introns are present over here. I have put them on the upper side just to show that these will be the one which will be actually translated and these will be the one which will never be translated or will be omitted from the mRNA. So what are the properties of introns? Have a look at it. These are the sequence present in between the exons or the coding regions of mRNA. Very simple, where they are located. They are also called as the intervening sequences. And in short, introns. So if anyone asks what is intervening sequence, so you can tell them it is the introns, nothing but the introns. Then sizes. Now here also it is so much varying in size, introns. with respect to the exons. Exons are also very varying in size. So it could be 100 to 600 or even more than that. So that depends on the type of RNA it is present in. Okay. So here also their number also varies as the number of exons varies. Now they could be few. In example, our ovalbumin, they are 7 in numbers, or in cases of collagen, they could be up to 40 in numbers. So very different in different kinds of proteins or RNAs. Now they are the non-coding region of pre-mRNA, and they are not part of mature RNA. Now, in many of the times, it has been understood now that many of the introns um are used for in the transplicing. They are used to alter the protein structure. दो different kind of proteins अगर हमें चाहिए तो we make use of these introns. So then at those time it could be translated if they are part of mature mRNA. Otherwise they are never translated. Usually they are removed from the mRNA before the mRNA is in the cytoplasm. So they are excised from mRNA in the process called as the splicing before it is transported to the cytoplasm. Pretty clear? These all are introns. So now I think we have talked about all the parts of the primary transcript, isn't it? I guess it is
Yes,
very
ma'am.
clear, very basic in concept. ये कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हुआ तो आगे के कॉन्सेप्ट्स आपको अंडरस्टैंड करने में बहुत इजी होगी बिकॉज वी मेक यूज ऑफ दीज थिंग्स लाइक जैसे कि पॉली ए टेल ऐड करना है या 5 कैपिंग ऐड करना है सो यू विल नो वेयर एग्जैक्टली द लोकेशंस ऑफ दीज थिंग्स विल go. Anyone has any queries? Something needs to be explained. Just have a look at it if you wish to. Yes, Shweta, understood?
Yes, ma'am, almost.
Almost.
I mean, I just joined late now, so.
Oh, okay. No issues. So, almost all points there will be written in the PPT form also. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else who was present and had not still understood? Omkar, easy to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, I think all have understood. Now, let us move ahead. So, let us see how much of you all have understood. You all see a slide which is pre-mRNA or primary transcript. There you can see a double stranded gene which is written over here, and it is the coding stand, and after the transcript something has been formed. You all just have to label it. So from where,
Primary transcript.
yes, now what is this region? Can you see the cursor?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, I'll put the laser pointer. Now is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is this region?
One minute.
5 prime.
Yes.
5 prime. Okay. Today,
Primary transcript.
This is the
5
primary transcript.
prime UTR.
5 prime UTR. Yeah, very correct. So I'll write over here. Who will say this is the same one? All agree? ओमकार बराबर है ना? क्या कुछ और हो सकता है?
फाइव प्राइम ही आएगा ना मैम वो
5 प्राइम में आएगा. ओके ठीक है. दिव्या, she joined late I guess.
5 प्राइम ही आएगा मैम.
Okay, चलो, all agree with this. So now what is this region? Could you all see the highlight?
Exon.
Exons. Okay, very correct. Okay, then what is this region? The upper region showing two strands.
Introns.
Introns.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
इंट्रॉन
This is exons. Okay. The upper one is
Introns.
इंट्रॉन
introns. Okay.
Intron.
Very easy. Na? So easy to remember. Then the last one will become
थ्री प्राइम
3 prime UTR.
UTR.
okay. So all of you know. इतना डर रहे थे बिना मतलब. It's actually so easy to recall and remember. Now I'll ask some questions. That how will you identify that this is the starting point, this is the 5 prime and this is the 3 prime? You all have said it correctly, but how do you identify? कैसे आइडेंटिफाई किया आप लोगों ने? क्योंकि ये जो मैंने पिक्चर ली है ये वो सेम पिक्चर नहीं है जो मैंने दिखाई आप लोग को, है ना? तो एनी गेसेस? In DNA also it is not written this is the 3 prime or this is the 5 prime, and here also there is nothing written in the transcription में. mRNA strand में भी नहीं लिखा है. This is the primary transcript. So how you all get to know that this is the 5 prime area and this is the 3 prime area?
By the promoter sign color on the DNA coding strand.
Absolutely correct. Anyone else? Harshada?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, absolutely correct. So observative you both are. What about others? Do you all agree with them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes ma'am.
Yes. Absolutely correct. See, whenever the region is there, here we can see whatever is ending, all have come on the mRNA strand. But this is the region which is not shown in the mRNA strand. These are the promoter and operator of a particular gene. That's why this gene is written over here. So you know the sequences of gene, it should have a promoter and operator sequence which never gets converted into the mRNA strands. So we can say our gene is starting with, our transcript is starting from here. This will be the starting point and this will be the ending point. Absolutely correct. I am so delighted that you all are, enthusiastic to remember and learn what you all read. Now, can anyone tell me what this sign could be? This whole, if this is the UTR region, there is one particular site present in the UTR.
End of transcription.
Okay, end of transcription will occur somewhere here. Exons खत्म हो गए जहाँ पे, है ना? Nothing else will be translated because we say this is UTR, तो ये भी ट्रांसलेट नहीं होगा. Can you all see the red pointer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Should I make it more prominent? ये region. See, this is starting from here. This region up to here will be translated, will be there in your protein, but this will not be there. So ये ट्रांसक्रिप्शन एंड का सिग्नल तो नहीं हो सकता है, बिकॉज UTR रीजन कभी ट्रांसलेट नहीं होता है.
Region, हाँ.
So what was the region which is specifically present in the 3' UTR? I have mentioned there are two sites. One is present in the 5' and one is present in the 3'. The most important aspects of 5' and 3'. They both have individually one site or signal, and that signal starts a processing step. Okay.
Is it capping?
Okay, one is capping, and capping occurs at the 5' area. Very correct, absolutely correct.
Is it
So what
ribosomal bonding site?
Poly A tail.
Yes, yes. So here there will be signal, consequence signal for the polyadenylation. The sequence what was AAUAA. That consequence sequence will be present in the 3' UTR to signal that here you have to add your poly A tail. Okay. When we go into detail of what is polyadenylation, we'll come to know what that signal is and how that works. So few things absolutely अगर आपको describe करने बोला तो आप लोग describe कर सकते हो, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this was it for today's session. If anyone has any query, अगर किसी ने कुछ left out किया है, miss out किया है, तो you can ask. Okay, very fine. Today we finished off at very exactly perfect time. I was seeing कि मैं almost मतलब मेरा session 50 के बाद ही end होता है, so I have purposely tried to make it in the time, so I get time to interact with you all. Okay, how many of you are now on the Google Classroom? Oh, I
I'm there. I don't know about.
almost all.
Yes. Yesterday I joined.
Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday you all joined.
Yes.
Day before, I guess. रात को ही ज्वाइन किया था.
अच्छा ठीक है, मतलब फिर अगेन ऐसा नहीं हो कि मैंने कुछ सेंड किया और आप लोग को मिले नहीं, ऐसा कुछ होता है क्या जो बाद में ज्वाइन किए उनको मालूम नहीं पड़े, मिले नहीं ऐसा? दैट्स व्हाई आई वाज लाइक वंडरिंग कि
मैम
Send
चेक
करो
करूँ
कि
क्या
नहीं।
कितने लोगों ने ज्वाइन किया है? एक सेकंड मैम चेक करके.
ओके ओके चेक कर सकते हो.
आरती, ओमकार, श्वेता, सुशांत, राखी आणि मी.
How many of we are there in the
I guess
MSc, I think?
Yuvraj and Ankita has not joined.
Okay, so
दिव्या
Yuvraj is
तू का नाही जॉइन केलंयस?
हा, दिव्या पण राईट.
दिव्या नाही वाटतं ह्याच्यात.
दिव्या नाही elect झाली आहे.
I think that's signal issues maybe there. Okay. No issues.
प्रिया लेफ्ट मॅम, प्रिया लेफ्ट.
Priya left.